Irregular Nation! What's going on? I'm the brains behind this whole thing. Trailer reaction. My feels in love. It's gonna be some irregular beer pong going on tonight. I'm gonna report the news every day and talk about nonsense that no one fucking cares about. Not for fucking 10 hours, not for 3 hours, not for 2, not for 1. Welcome to another episode of The Irregular Toy Show. Ow! Irregular Nation, it's time for the updated room tour. All right, let's run over there. We always love to do the run. And hi, Kelsey. Bye. Irregular Nation, welcome to Earth 84. Irregular Nation, there's something going on here. Gotta go faster. Go hit that like and go hit that subscribe and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side all the time. This guy, Batman with Whole Production with me, the Irregular Nation. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all later.
Smoking weed in the stockroom on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Right under our noses, how awful.
And on Mondays and Thursdays, I just drink. And on Saturdays, I go to the Cinnabon and go nuts. It's so good.
Woohoo! All right, Irregular Nation, what is good? How's everybody doing? And welcome to another live edition of Irregular Thoughts / hold on.
Are you prepared?
Spoiler review. That's right. Oh, yeah. We've got some... Am I prepared?
Never.
Huh? Never. I was like, what are you looking at? What's the matter? You were giving me the nervous look at the computer like there was something wrong.
No.
Oh, my God, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit tired today. What about you, Liz? Aren't you tired?
Very.
A little bit, right? So, of course, as always, to my left, as she's eating her toast, Miss Hope Productions herself. I won't shine the camera on her because she'll get really pissed off if I do that. So yeah, tonight's gonna be a fun one for us. When's the last time we went live?
A while ago.
Was it a couple weeks, right? Been releasing, and oh man, we got so much. Season 2 of the toy show. Woo! We got a lot of shit. We got like 3 episodes worth of stuff. So get ready. Get ready for all that good stuff. But yes, tonight we're going to be doing some spoiler reviews. Yes. So sometimes I say to myself, I'm like, maybe I should just do this, record it. And then I'm like, fuck it. Why not? Anybody can come and watch this whenever they feel like it. But yeah, we're going to be talking Top Gun, which we saw yesterday, Top Gun Maverick. That was fucking fantastic. We're going to talk Stranger Things, Season 4, Volume 1. That is not Kelsey's thing. She is not a fan. And then we're going to talk, which is another show we caught up on last night, The Boys, Season 3.
Interesting things to say about that.
Yeah, we got some interesting takes on that show right now. Because it's like, what are my opinions on where they're going with that show? I'm not too sure. Because I might be a little unpopular with some of the stuff that I might say about it, because I think that show is starting to go for a little more of a, we can be derogatory and shock value as much as we want and take you out of the show, because that's kind of what those first 3 episodes did. You were in the show, and then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, nah, that shit wasn't needed. Can we move on to the next scene? And they're kind of going that way, which is a little upsetting. That's kind of sometimes where I go, oh fuck. Whenever whenever a show starts, nobody really knows what the fuck it is or who they are, and then all of a sudden, it gets a little too mainstream, and then they start trying to cater to too many different demographics and all that kind of crap. And I'm like, I don't know, man. So right now, I'm still positive about the fact that The Boys season 3 is going to be a good thing, but I don't know yet. I don't know. Not sure. We'll see. Am I intrigued? Yeah, but we'll get to that when we start talking. I mean, we're definitely talking Top Gun first. Top Gun is a must that we have to talk about because that shit just hit the right way. Oof, did that hit the right way last night? Oh my God. That was so much fun. My goodness, Kelsey. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. We had such a good time.
We did. Cheers, everybody that is out there right now. It is a beautiful Sunday over here on the East Coast here in Jersey. So anybody that does tune in at any point tonight, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, because I don't blame anybody for being outside tonight. It is nice out.
It is nice out.
It is really nice out. Yes.
Or sleeping.
Or you can be like me and be ready for bed. Because we get up at the butt crack of dawn every day.
It's awful.
Huh? Yeah, it can be. It can be at times. So yeah, Kelsey, what do you think? You think we should just get right into these spoiler reviews?
Why not?
Right? Why not? And anybody that just, shows up, leave some comments in the comments section. Don't worry. Kelsey is in the comment section. She is the mod. Okay. She is the one and only mod of the live chats.
Right.
So anything that does pop in there and I'm going off on some kind of tangent, she will slap me in the back of the head and tell me, Neil, you might want to read that.
I do enjoy doing that.
And she does like doing that. So,
It's enjoyment.
it's one of the few pleasures that Kelsey does have when it comes to messing with me. So let me get my little spoiler review dude up there. There he goes. And let's get in to some topics. Let's go. So Top Gun's a coming. That's right. And I don't know what I just did, Kelsey. What did I just do? There we go. Apparently, I learn new buttons every time I touch something. I haven't yeeted myself from the stream yet because I do that on occasion.
You do that a lot.
I do. Once or twice a stream, I do that. So everybody, get ready because it's time for some spoiler reviews. All right. As you see, once the glasses go on, we're going to start talking some spoiler stuff. So here we go. So let me get some of that share screen up there because, I do have a lot of stuff shared. I do have a lot of stuff I do want to share. And there was one point I looked at Kelsey during the movie, right? And I'm like, when they're landing the damn planes, I'm like, fucking A, the video game, Top Gun, the video game from Nintendo, anytime you tried to land, you couldn't land. You always died. And we've got that video popped up there. But actually, the video that I do have, they land.
Really?
I'm like, that's not fair. Yeah.
So
I can't tell you the amount of times I used to curse playing that game. Huh? I mean, you've already seen me play some old school games, so you can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
He
gets mad really fast.
No, do I get mad? No, I don't get mad. What are you talking about? I never get mad. No. All right. So now, Top Gun Maverick. Here's a shot from the 1980s. Remember when I was texting? I'm like, oh yeah, maybe that's a replacement for Kelly McGillis' character. I'm like, because I haven't seen the first Top Gun in God knows how long. So I decided to watch that today when I got home early from work. And I'm texting Kelsey. I'm like, yo, we were totally off about this one character. Like, that wasn't a recast. That wasn't a soft recast. No. That particular character, Kelsey, was brought up. The Penny Benjamin, the character that he was smitten for. There was the conversation when he's playing in that cafe with Goose and his kid sitting on the piano and Meg Ryan's there. And she mentions that was one of his big blow up relationships that he had. And that was it. It was one sentence from the first movie. I went, oh, I'm like, okay. So I was like, wow. So you got, to go back and hear that and this. And so then I was like, oh, okay. So that's who that character was.
Yeah, we were totally wrong.
Yeah, we were totally fucking off. We were totally off right here. And then here's a shot. This is that, the classic. I feel the need for speed. I don't think they said that in this movie. I don't think he threw that line out there. No.
No.
But how about Miles Teller? Like, did he not look like the son of
Really
Goose?
looks
Like,
so much.
yeah, like that was a spot on casting in my mind. He really like looked like he could have been Goose's son. I was like, holy crap. But you know, so why I wanted to watch the first movie is I wanted to like basically have some comparisons to see how close like both movies were they parallels. And they pretty much were, except for the fact that, you know, like in our newest movie, like these shots in the new movie, like the POV shots of the flying, oh my god. Now they did that in the 80s too, which was impressive the way they did in the 80s, but how we got it in this one was just so satisfying.
Well, of course, but that was
But
30 plus years ago.
30 plus years ago, but they still did like a lot of actual footage as much as they could back then. It was
No, I'm just saying.
yeah, like it was impressive.
This one feels different.
It was impressive to see how they still did it back then too. Like, so I was like, oh wow. And then you go, well, what was the extra that they could have added? The extra was like how he got shot down at the end. Remember when I was like, no.
He was tearing up.
No.
He's
I'm like,
oh
no.
my God.
No. I'm like, you gotta get past that. No. Don't get shot down. You gotta get shot down.
And you were like,
I'm like, no, he's going down. I'm like, tell me that's not how they get rid of him. Please tell me. And then there's the Penny character right there, Jennifer Connelly, who played that character that we were both like, yeah, that's who we think it is. No, it really wasn't. No, it wasn't. Here,
that's how long it's been.
huh?
That's how long
Well, yeah,
I've
like
seen it.
it's been. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a carriage. Like, what is that noise? Like here's a shot right here. This is from the new movie. Remember, this is like near the end. Remember how cool some of those shots were?
Oh, they were.
Like when they're going on the mission, near the end, and they shoot they shoot all the missiles. You're seeing all the missiles go over. Oh my god!
Where I was like, if I wasn't afraid to fly before, I am now.
Yeah, the explanation of the flying, like how they would climb, you know, because like the training throughout, that's how they did it in the first movie too. Like you'd had all those training sessions, but the way they did the training sessions in the new movie, it was what you got in the 80s was amplified and done the right way. And I compared this movie, you know, some people are like, shut up. Like when you look at Ghostbusters Afterlife and you compare it to the first one that was made, and it's a direct continuation. It was done perfectly. This movie to me is done perfectly. You know, you also didn't see, I don't know about you, but did you notice any kind of agendas with this movie? I didn't.
No, it was just.
Yeah, you know, like there was no
It was a nice flow.
Yeah, there was a nice flow to it. There was no forced like, all right, we have this character that we have to throw in here. We have to force this character in here. You know, kind of like I said with Doctor Strange. Like I didn't like the forced secondary main character that they put in there for a reason for plot pushing. No. Like everything that they were trying to do with this movie in my mind made sense. You know, like the way
And it was still just based off of him.
Yeah, it was based off the, you know, Maverick character, where he was at, and you kind of like, while you're watching the movie, it makes sense kind of where he's at. He's unsettled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He doesn't know where he wants to be. And then the fact that Goose's son becomes a pilot, and he pulls his papers because the mother's passed away. That was a nice subtle way of doing that. You could feel the animosity, and you know, the one between Maverick and Goose's son. I can't remember his name in the movie now. Shit. Rooster. Go, Kelsey, go. Like here's.
I don't remember from last night.
What? No, not like that. Like, oh my god, look at the imagery though. This is all like, I love this imagery. And then this shot right here. Like, why does it do that? The mouse. It's not me, by the way. It really is not me. It's not me. So like right there, like that shot right there, classic. Like when he's going back to Top Gun, they had that in the first movie.
Classic
The way the first movie started, same way this movie started.
Very classic shot. I had to redo that.
Oh God, yeah. Here's a shot of him right here in the 86 movie. I mean, the guy doesn't age either, to be honest with you.
It's just crazy. Though.
Yeah.
When you do like the flashbacks in this one, you're like, holy
You're like,
young.
yeah, he was young as hell. The upside down shit, like the flying in this was, I love the flying in this movie. The way it was done was just perfect, and I love the, I'm sure there was a lot of CGI that we didn't notice at times, but this movie was this is what I was trying to say to people. Like, remember I said last night after we got out of the movie, I'm like, now that was a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Not the, I remember when we got out of Doctor Strange, and I was like, that was extremely forgettable. Like that movie, like, yeah, you had some moments in it, but I'm like, that was fun. They just gave you, that's the one thing I think where everybody's getting a little bit fucked up these days, is everybody's just looking for like these quick shock values with like superhero movies. It's like, oh, the Batman's a masterpiece. Get the fuck out of here. That movie is nowhere near a masterpiece, and it's boring as fuck.
It dragged on for freaking ever.
Yeah, I had tried rewatching that movie. Can't rewatch it. It took me 3 days to rewatch The Batman. I'm like, this is not that great of a movie. People need to calm down. This is a movie that went slightly over 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're getting you're getting the heart, you're getting the emotion, you're getting the action. You're not overextending characters. You're not putting pointless scenes in there that you don't need to make a movie like 3 hours. It was just done so well. And like you say, oh, is this an action movie? Yeah, it's an action movie, but it's not a blow it up action movie. Like, it's a strategic. There's story. I'm sorry. Like, a lot of today's movies suck. This is a movie that doesn't suck. You need, like, even like you said, you didn't even have to see the first one to go see this.
And I haven't seen it in so long that I'm like,
right. And like, neither of us have watched Top Gun from '86 in forever until I watched it finally again today.
Did you enjoy that by yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's good. While I was working, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, when I got home.
Oh, lovely.
I did. Like, here's a shot from the first one. Oh, come on. How about the way they did Val Kilmer in this? They did a good job with that, with Iceman. And watching the relationship in the first movie, like, because he becomes his wingman at the end to help him out, this and that. You see, like, at the end when they're having that conversation, to how it made so much sense to where it was when we saw it in the movie. Yeah. It was like, oh, man. And then seeing him actually in the movies. I don't know if that was his first movie in, like, forever. I'm not sure. But, made sense to, put his character to rest in that film series the way it was, how they were doing it.
It was done well.
It really was done well. And I'm so glad that Maverick didn't die.
You were very nervous. You were like,
because everything was being set up for him to sacrifice himself, which he did.
But he didn't die.
But then I love the way like they did it at the end. Remember when I said, I'm like, this movie could have went off the rails.
Oh, easily.
At the end, especially with the third act. After they do all that, and then, Tom Cruise, Maverick's character is shot down. He's there, and then the big fucking helicopter comes, starts shooting him. He gets his running scene too. Tom Cruise does get his running scene in every movie.
Don't you worry.
He will get his sprinting scene. You will see it. And he did it in this, and it was fucking hilarious. I'm like, wow, we haven't seen him run on top. He's running.
There you go.
I'm running. And there he went. But that scene could have went a little too much if they wanted to. Like, remember I was like, God, thank God they didn't make them do hand-to-hand combat. Or like some over the top like martial arts shit. You know what I mean? Because like that doesn't fit that movie. But it was like, they steal the old plane. They kind of set it up with the old, what was it, an F-14 or whatever it might have been.
Like, how do we do that?
Yeah, like that was a very entertaining third act, I must say. It was done well when it came to that. You didn't overextend anything. Well, thank God. And then there's Miles Teller, who I was like, yeah, this kid played this role perfectly. And then, we had like the classic beach scene, like where they're in the 80s, they were playing volleyball, and this is when they were playing football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the whole point of that scene was used to do like a team build. In the 80s movie, it was just kind of like a random scene that was going on. And none of the characters that they put in that were part of the Top Gun cast were annoying. They all fit. The one arrogant guy, Hangman, he was
Yeah.
like, but he was like Iceman in a way. A little bit.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go like in a bad way with him.
Yeah.
At one point, in like
Mhm.
beginning, I'm like, oh,
Like where maybe he
gonna
got
get obnoxious.
too obnoxious.
Yeah.
And
Or
and
like
they
when he wasn't chosen or something.
Right.
It was gonna cause some kind of like thing, but then they didn't. So
they didn't do that. They really didn't do that at all. And
yeah,
and
they
I
ended up
was
saving him.
I was happy with that. I was definitely happy with
So,
that. What do
yeah.
we have here? Hey Jose, what's going on? And Batman Beyond game and Top Gun, baby. Yeah, Top Gun. Oh yeah. Oh wow, when you click on that twice, that's what that does. Interesting.
Stop clicking things.
Oh, I like to click stuff.
Yeah,
Push the button.
I know.
Yeah, so I mean, like what were some of your favorite scenes from Top Gun? Kels? What hit for you?
I mean, I kind of just like the,
What?
when they're at the end.
What at the end?
No, like where we were just talking about like with the plane and that they, Rooster ends up like going to save him.
Oh, you were getting down with that.
Yeah.
Now there was, it was funny. During like the flight scene, a lot of the flight scenes and all that kind of stuff. I would be in the chair. I'd be going like this. I was kind of like trying to go with it. It's kind of like you were on a ride too.
Well, because it kind of had that point of view shot.
The
so
POV shots. Oh my
you
god.
feel that way.
The way that they did that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Mm.
So that's what puts you into it.
That's
what keeps it going.
Oh yeah, like when
it being shot like that.
When they were going through like the training sequences, that was like some of my favorite. That's a movie, like I said, I can't wait to see it again. And you say, well, what, when a movie has rewatchability like that and it's done well and you're not going to get sick of seeing it, it's a good movie. That fucking movie's got tons of rewatchability in my mind.
Yeah,
Tons.
Well, it's like the first one.
Yeah, so now you'll want to see the first one and then watch that one.
I know, now I kind of want to watch the first one.
Oh, you'll like it. What are you doing?
Oh,
Oh, I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I mean, so like that was your fave.
Yeah.
What else stuck out for me? Trying to see what else stuck out.
Well, the nice moment between the nice man.
That was a really good moment.
That was a nice moment. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like when he went to go visit him, and then he's sitting there typing. I didn't see like when they said with Val Kilmer, I was like, oh wait, are they only gonna do like that texting back and forth, and then that's his character? Is that how they're doing that? And then all of a sudden you saw him in there. Yeah, and the flashbacks were done well.
Yeah.
Not over the top.
Not overdone.
No.
I'm like, oh, are they gonna do that? So I was thinking that.
You didn't
Are
over.
they gonna like try to flashback too much in the first one or anything like that? But no.
And you didn't overdo the goose thing.
But it was done. Yeah.
You didn't overdo like flashbacks with that. You like I said,
but where it was necessary.
Mm-hmm, yeah, you felt like that was a sad scene. When he gets thrown out of the bar, in the beginning, and then Rooster comes in and he starts playing the song, and then you see him, staring from a distance, and then you see the Penny character staring, and then that's where a flashback hits, and you're like, oh man, and that's also I remember I looked over at you and I'm like, holy shit, it like he legit looks like goddamn Goose so much.
He really does.
Like he's got the same head, same kind of like. I was like, Jesus, what the fuck?
It really does. And like at points where they had like those pictures and they had that, I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Great casting there.
Yeah. And then it also made me forget, like, oh yeah, he had a kid in the first movie.
Yeah. So this is where it picks up.
Right. But even where it picks up, you didn't have to see the first movie. And that's what I felt about
but that's what I was saying.
That's what I felt about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Even if you didn't see any of it, you could have enjoyed that either way.
Absolutely. I mean, it was important at the end, but like.
Well, of course, but they're setting that up throughout it.
Yeah, but this, I think if you didn't know, it'd be fine because they do enough flashback where you're like, okay, I understand the story, even if you didn't know.
Right. Like this is some good. This was some good cinema to me. This was some good cinema. This was enjoyable. You had like the good booming sounds. You had the action. You had the heart to it. You had the characters you can get behind. I also love how like they have their call names and all their helmets have like certain designs and shit. I mean that stuff I love. I think that's always so cool. That's cool shit. But and then like I said, there was like that one scene every time they landed on the damn on the ship, I'm like, I'm like, that's driving me nuts because I remember how hard. I'm gonna show that. Let me show that. Nope. Go to share. Come on, you fucking bitch. There we go. And let me tell you, every time we go to the movies, I swear, if we don't get that freaking Elvis movie out already, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yes.
Getting so sick of seeing that preview. I really am.
And can I say why every time we go to the movies, you sit next to the person that like eats the loudest?
Who, me?
Yeah. The person next to you is always like eating really loud, or they're crinkling all the stuff.
Yeah, that usually happens to me.
Every time.
But
I swear.
I had a person a chair away from me.
I know, and I still was like here, and I'm like another one.
Some people make love to their food.
Oh my god.
They do. Some people do make love to their food. So this, everybody, this was the NES game from back in the day, the Top Gun game. That used to drive you fucking insane. You always could get past some stuff. You had no problems. You'd make it through. But when it came to landing the plane, no. Impossible. You can make it through a whole fucking, a whole mission. Land the plane, dead.
Damn,
So
you're just gonna die at the end like that?
I don't think we'll get taken down for that. It's Nintendo 8-bit version. Just like the movie. Yeah. Takeoff. Does anybody remember playing this game? Did you ever play this game? No, you never played this? Yeah, there's Takeoff. Look at those amazing graphics. This used to be the game. So you're flying, you're like, all right, so what am I doing? You would just start firing at random planes. Because in the movie, during the Top Gun movie, I mean, it wasn't like all out war. It was missions. They would go on missions and stuff. Oh my god. Where's the landing sequence? Let me see. No. I gotta find the landing sequence. Okay. So we're gonna skip ahead here. Alright. So the landing sequence. This was always the MF of this game. So you would be coming down to the ship, okay, and then even in the first one, there's a beginning one of the beginning sequences where one of the guys goes off the rails and he bugs out because there's enemy planes coming in, they're locking on this and that, and Maverick goes back to save him, but he goes crazy and he tries to land, but they're showing the difficulty of the landing sequence in the first one, up. Then it'd be down. Right, and you would be trying to match these little altitudes and your speed together, but you never could really figure out how to fucking do it. At least I could. Now, there might be a simulation right here where all of a sudden they're going to land that shit perfectly. And then you would think you would have it. See, this little MF is going to land. That's bullshit. That doesn't really happen. That does not really happen. That kind of crap does not actually happen. No.
Well, to somebody.
Yeah, for somebody that actually did happen. But guess what? For me, not so much. But that was kind of like the most I feel like you got from Top Gun when it came to certain things with video games. I don't remember there being too many. Of course, I had a toy. Of course, I had.
I am shocked. You had a toy.
Top Gun Fighter Jet.
A popular movie.
Top Gun Fighter Jet. Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah, of course I
I'm
did.
shocked.
Of course I did.
Absolutely shocked. You didn't have any toys growing up, so that's amazing that you had that.
It's not that amazing. I think it's pretty amazing.
No, it's not because you had everything.
I think it's pretty amazing. I think it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I guess that, as of Top Gun, I mean, is there anything else you wanted to add? Like, was there anything else that really like stuck out to you?
No, I mean, I think we covered.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can cover. Like,
if you haven't seen it,
if you haven't seen Top Gun, like, you seriously need to get out there and go watch it. It is definitely worth a watch.
Yeah,
I will say that.
No, I actually enjoyed it more than I even thought I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, it looked good, but.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was gonna, I didn't know how it was gonna hit, and the movie just it just fucking hit. It hit on every level, especially for me. I mean, I was like pushing Kelsey. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, are you watching?
Yes, I see this. Yes, I'm watching. I am sitting right next to
I'm like, geez, this is some good stuff. So, yeah, in ways of Top Gun, that's pretty much it. And if we had some more people up in here that can be throwing some comments, I'm gonna have to give a little what the fuck to my subscribers.
Yeah, right?
Not gonna lie. Where the fuck y'all at? Tell me y'all be doing shit right now, because I know you're not.
Maybe Sunday's not a good day.
Oh my god. Like,
We
Jesus.
never go on Sunday.
No, we never really do,
that.
but still, put your notifications on. People piss me off.
I'm here, Neil.
I know. All right, so we're going to move on to The Boys. That's right, The Boys. Season 3. So maybe, you know what's funny, Kels? You know what we should probably do? We should probably do like one of those streams where we title it where I just rip on YouTubers, and I guarantee you we'll get like a whole, like, see, that's the thing.
We tend to have done that before.
Yeah. Before I go on to The Boys, is that if you're not streaming about trending topics, or you're someone that goes live 30 million times a week, people don't tune in.
Oh yeah.
You have to do it a million times, or it has to be about bullshit scooper info.
Or hot take and say that.
Or hot take, or put out or put out one of those 6 to 7 minute edited shit review videos where people think like they're huh? Oh, someone's riding their little plastic bike. Where people are like, oh, that was fucking fire. That was great. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Everything is not great.
Everything is not great, and everybody is not good on YouTube. And
we do have a lot of fun with this.
Oh yeah, no, we have a lot of fun with this. I just like calling people out on their nonsense, like, like especially a lot of like, if I have 500 plus subscribers, where the fuck are the 500 plus subscribers right now? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where are you? What are you doing? Is it because I'm not talking about Superman and Batman or Zack Snyder?
Yes.
God damn.
They're being like, Superman. They don't
Oh my God. Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck.
Yep. If you put that in your title, they would have been here.
Oh, they would have been here and restore the Snyderverse in 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'll probably say, Neil, you a little chapped in the ass? Nah, not really chapped in the ass, but when you do this stuff, you expect people to show up. Not show up.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So as we go on, let's go on to The Boys season 3. Yeah. So
we don't know how we're feeling about that one.
The Boys season 3. I am a fan of The Boys. I was actually shocked Kelsey was a fan of The Boys, just due to the fact of like how like the first season started out. I mean, your first interaction, you know, like with the goriness, you know, the violence of it, you'd be like, oh, okay, so we're going that route with this kind of thing. Interesting. I am a fan of the show, but the way, god damn it, with this, there we go. The way that we're starting off with this season, I don't know how down I am. I'm excited to see Jensen Ackles take on Soldier Boy. You know, that character. I like the actor. I loved him as Dean Winchester and all that kind of stuff. But this show took a long time to come out. This is another one of those shows that you know, you waited a long time for it, which is
over a year.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of like, you know, Raised by Wolves. Like it took too long, so you like kind of like lost the.
Well, I was like, they better be doing a recap because I don't remember.
And they didn't do a recap.
Not really.
No, they did no recap. They really did no recap.
And I'm like, I don't remember what happened, so you better be guiding me.
Yeah,
remembering
when it came to that show, and then you know, like this started off that scene was that pretty early on in the first episode where they're like going to the sex party and you're watching the little fucking midget guy bang a Barbie doll.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, but really, like. Is that what
that whole first episode we were like,
I was kind of like, what the like why did it when he shrunk and then they had to, you know, they're doing that whole scene and he jumps into the guy's penis hole. I was like, dude, I'm like, really?
No, we're not gonna see this. No.
I'm like, are we really gonna go there? Do we have to? I'm like, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't. Oh my god, they fucking went there. And then you're getting like, you're getting the entire imagery of the hole as he's running up to the hole. So I'm just like, wow, someone actually took the time to sit here and say, this is going to be an awesome scene. Yeah. And I'm sorry. Right. And you're signing off on this. And then that's where I sometimes go, all right, I love that we get a lot of these shows. We get the streaming shows and you're able to go off the hinges a little bit and do what you want. You know, but as of right now, I'm starting to see this show go for more shock value than an actual quality. Because when the show's not doing that fucking nonsense, it's good. Because the dialogue isn't juvenile. You know, you're not listening to them curse every 2 seconds like the show Peacemaker that everybody fucking liked. And I found that show to be distasteful also. Everything was fuck. That's all they said. And you're like, wow, all right, so there's no dialogue in this show. It's just going to be random violence and blood and weird-looking aliens. Okay, all right, so that's what we're going to do with that show. Great. And then we're going to call it great. Oh, I said great and great. But we're going to call that show good. Really? Okay. Now, The Boys is in its 3rd season. So we already know that you're getting I love when we say this, too. Oh, well, you know, it's what would happen if they were in real life. Okay, superheroes don't exist, okay? So we don't know how they would be in real life. But if this is our closest adaptation to it, fine. Now,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, like, you know, all right, so you want to take more of a real-life serious tone. You're not being super serious with this, with some of the shit that you're doing on the side.
Because some of it's just like,
yeah, like the over-the-top sex shit that goes on in this show, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like that scene where, and then when he, you know, look, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at Kelsey. I started laughing when the guy's like, and he's tickling him inside his penis. Like, really? And then he sneezes and the guy blows up.
Oh my
He
God.
implodes. And then we see that. Like, and that's the one thing I noticed this season too. A lot of gore in this season. A lot.
And I'm not into that.
Now, Kelsey's not totally into the gore, right?
I am fine with it. You don't need to show it.
Well, you don't need to show it as much as they do. And this season, they're showing it a lot.
Showing it a lot. Well, because
I've noticed.
blowing up people's heads. So.
Well, yeah, and then
That's
that
our last season.
like that lady's character too. You're like, oh my god, the head popper.
Yeah.
Her power is interesting. Like
what does
she's able like to like when she focuses, all of a sudden she can just blow body parts up.
Yeah.
Because remember that one scene where Huey finds out who she is?
Yeah.
And but sometimes I find it to be more tasteful to imply what just happened. Maybe a pop, you see blood splat, that kind of thing. Okay. No, we're getting full on. You're watching the entire thing explode. And then you're looking into the guts of the mouth and all that. And I'm like, that's a bit extra. I'm like why? I'm like, why? You can be violent and not be over the top with it.
Yeah.
Like I get, like when we were watching one of the flashback scenes when I think it's like the third episode when they go back into the war, you're seeing where Soldier Boy got taken away, this and that. And you see Black Noir, how his face got fucked up and all that, and that's why he doesn't speak, this and that. But every time you would see a kill, there's an over-the-top blood splatter all over the place. And that was kind of, you know what else took me out of, there was a movie back in the day, it was by Tarantino, Kill Bill. That was too much with the blood. Same thing with Django and all that. I don't mind it, but I also go to myself, why is there so much of it?
What was necessary?
Yeah. Like the scene with the Deep. The Deep is basically every person every character in this show is awful. They're all horrible. They're all horrible people.
They're really horrible.
And you're like, okay, so Starlight's still fucked up. She's still putting herself in every bad situation she can possibly find herself in. Like this whole thing. A-Train, I find him kind of annoying to start off season 3. His character kind of sucks. I don't think they're doing a great job with him. No. I don't know what they're doing. I did find it funny though, when Homelander is like, I can see your girl, you fat fuck. You disgust me. Get off stage. Yeah, like Homelander so far that I like. Homelander is killing it with just the face acting.
He's insane.
You're waiting for him to go crazy. Like you're just waiting for him.
I mean, and he slowly is. Like he's getting more and more unstable.
Slowly losing it. He's slowly fucking losing it.
More and more unstable as you go.
Yo, what up, Truth? How we doing? And I'm like, all right. I'm digging that because there was seriously every time I was getting into the show, once we went into like a derogatory scene, I'm like, why? Like, we see what was it? The Nazi lady, I forgot her. Stormfront. We have to see her half cooked corpse on the bed, right? And that's like, he's going in there to talk to her. But then we have to get the imagery of him getting a hand job with her right there. And I'm like,
that was not necessary.
I'm like, here's another moment. I'm like, why?
This could have been a serious moment.
And then you're taking like, oh, all right, yeah.
And then it's over.
And I'm like, all right, okay, we just did that. I don't know why. Then the you know what character I don't like? I don't like the where is she? Let's see if I can find her in here. The PR lady.
Oh,
the redhead. She's fucking awful. I want someone to kill her already. Yeah. Can we just kill that character off? The one that like she's the PR person.
Yeah.
I don't because her character sucks. I don't even know why she's still alive.
Oh, she's awful.
And I'm just like,
yeah. And she's been in it now like for a while, and it's just like.
Yeah, like, and then we get the scene with her banging the dude on the toilet seat, and I'm just like, I'm like, is Eric Kripke? Are you sexually frustrated, dude? or is it like it was the same thing with James Gunn with the penises? Everything was a dick joke in Peacemaker. Yeah. And in this show, everything is like a porn act. And they're going to have an episode in this where it's called like, it's like Superhero Lust Island or whatever. It's like an entire episode dedicated to the island where they all fuck. And I look at the superheroes that he's creating and all that. It's like they're an S&M club. And all they want to do is just do derogatory shit to one another. It's really weird. It's crazy. It's like some of that. I mean,
crazier as it's
right. It's gotten a little. To me, it gets a little out of hand. And, you know, like this character right here, the boy band character that's connected to her, you can kind of already see the storyline that's going to happen here. Huey's going to end up killing this guy somehow. Watch. I guarantee you. Somehow, some way, something's going to happen between that. Oh, yeah. I think he might go dark at one point in this season. Yeah. I think the Huey character can go dark. But, you know, like as of right now, they're building up to Soldier Boy. It almost looks like, I think, you remember like the from the preview where they show him kind of like going nuclear in a way.
Yes.
You know, like he's exploding, and it looks like he does that in another one of the previews. I'm like, maybe that's what they did when they captured him. They made him a bomb, like a weapon, like a kind of. And then I say to myself, I'm like, that reminds me of. See, you know, it's funny. A lot of people it's like they have short memories and they forget like how things are cherry picked from so many shows. Remember when they were talking about the gun that could kill Homelander, the weapon? I'm like, what is this? Supernatural with the cult? And there's a lot of people that would be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, if you watch Supernatural and Eric Kripke did that show, the one ultimate weapon that they needed was the cult. Yeah. And here they are talking about
there's a lot of subtle things from that.
Oh, there's a lot of characters that come from
that.
Bobby's one of the characters. We saw him in one of the episodes. I don't know if he was in the last season. I think he was.
I think he was.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Jared Padalecki. Where's Sam? Bring them all in. Let's go. I forgot what whoever her character is right now. Like with her power, I don't know what her deal is. She's gonna have some kind of deal. Then they already killed the ward of Soldier Boy. He's already dead. Because now Butcher's taking superhero stuff and how, you know, like obviously he gets the superhero like Superman strength like Homelander does because it makes sense for the ultimate battle at the end, you know. And that's why. And then the other thing I was going to say about Soldier Boy being nuclear, that's like from Heroes, Peter Petrelli, when he absorbed the nuclear guy's powers and then he ends up exploding and he's the guy that can blow the world up, yada, 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 yada. So we don't technically know all there is to know about Soldier Boy, except for he's like
pretty little actually.
Yeah, he's a play off the Captain America character.
Yeah.
No different than we have a Wonder Woman character, we have a Flash character, we've got I guess we have an Aquaman style character. Black Noir would kind of, I guess he would be like a Batman in a way, just because of the stealthy ninja and he's a human.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kind of deal. I mean,
you got the Superman.
Yeah, I said the super. Yeah, you know, I mean, look, I know the show in a way is a spoof on stuff. Like the one thing. Yeah, so like as you hear me saying this stuff, I'm not saying I hate the show. I just don't like some of the extra that we're getting so far this season because you released 3 episodes because obviously you weren't feeling that you weren't strong enough with your first 2 or something.
I also just felt like, I don't know if it's just me, but like just because it's been off for so long, I think they wanted to get people hyped again.
Well, I hope there's more than 8 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be 1 a week.
Yeah, it's at Fridays. So if you're gonna do that and you just release 3 and you've only got 5 more, that sucks. I hate that.
That's not gonna be long.
Right. That's not gonna. Everybody's, and that's the other thing. Like everybody's been waiting for all these shows. No different than like Obi-Wan and all that. Obi-Wan's got like 3 more episodes. Calm down, everybody. This has probably only got 5 or 6 more. Calm down.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how many episodes there were.
You know,
like in prior seasons.
Yeah, like.
I don't remember.
So I don't know. So far, I like the story. I'm intrigued to see what we're gonna do with Soldier Boy. I want to see what we're gonna do with that. The only thing that makes me like, oh god, we know his character's fucked up too. So like he molests. I think he's like a molester in a way. Oh god, so that means we're probably gonna get an extra scene with that. You know we are.
I know.
You know we're gonna get
graphic about all of it.
Yeah, and
like,
that's
you can't just imagine it.
You can't just
up to the imagination.
No, there's that's the one thing I'm saying with this show. Like right now in this season, they're not leaving anything to the imagination. They're just full frontal going right at it, and you're like, I don't think I needed to see that. Like I didn't.
There's been a ton of that.
I didn't need to. Jose Diaz. Don't feel bad, Jose. Don't feel bad. I'll yell at everybody anyway. Ooh, steer me back. Where was I? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, you weren't paying attention either. Son of a bitch.
I was totally paying attention to you, Neil. I always pay attention to you.
You know I go off on a rail and then I forget.
Well, no.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I think you were talking about
What?
Soldier Boy and
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Kels. Good job.
It's alright, keep me around.
Good job. But like that image right there.
No.
So yeah, like I was saying, like, but oh, here we go. So like the things I am enjoying though, I like how you're seeing the evolution of the characters being more commercialized now too. Like, and they're doing that stuff. Like they have a reality show, like becoming a superhero and all that kind of weird shit. And you're seeing that. And that to me is entertaining. And then, the scene I was talking about, like the scene where he's having sex with his wife, the Deep, and like, here we go again.
Oh, God.
And then he's looking at the octopus and he's like, yeah, look at all your tentacles. And you're like,
what? Like what?
Again, you're like, why? Like that's not bringing me in. You're taking me out of it again. Like that's something I don't need to see.
So unnecessary.
Like here's these two new characters. Like here are these two characters. Like I don't need to see it.
No.
Like why do you guys keep doing that shit?
Then he freaking ate it.
Oh yeah, when he makes him eat it. Now it was funny when he's like, he's got a family. Yeah. He's praying. He's praying. And you're like, I don't need to see this. I don't want to see it. I don't want to do it. But it's just showing more of the fucked upness of Homelander, of where he goes.
He is.
Now,
So
these two are going to obviously face off, I would think.
I would think so.
At some point. Or are we just going to, and I can see them unceremoniously killing the Soldier Boy character too. Because they hold no loyalty to any, like, yeah, everybody's on the chop block. Do you think because Soldier Boy killed, oh god damn it with that, can't hit this fucking Soldier Boy killed his family. Yeah. I always forget some of the names. Like his character, his character,
he's crazy.
He's off the rails this season. Yeah, he's fucking,
he's obsessed about it, which he did, but...
I mean, why wouldn't you be obsessed?
But it's like, holy shit, look at how bad.
Yeah, like I wonder where his character's gonna go.
He's
I wonder.
More unstable too. Another one.
And like the little bit we've got of him, we know he's fucked up because we saw what he was doing in the Olden scene. This is the comic relief of the show. This is the comic relief of the team. His whole character, and then now Butcher's eye beams are yellow. If you've not. I noticed, and then Homelander's are red, so I wonder if that has any kind of interesting play to it. And I think if I remember correctly, when in season 1, when he was using the super baby, his eye beams were blue. Yeah, so I'm wondering if that holds any kind of I don't know. That's just me paying attention to stupid shit.
Like everything.
Yeah, stupid shit that don't matter.
Everything. As
I'm looking through this, these two characters, like they. Now, these are some old pictures, obviously, that I'm clicking on, but it doesn't matter. It's still the same people. These two. Her character is brutal. She just rips people in half. She is brutal.
I didn't even realize how crazy she was at the time.
Right. Now, he's getting involved with the Russian mafia, I assume that is. Like that whole thing. So that's going to get pretty dark. I kind of fear what's going to happen to his ex. Like, we're going to see a torture scene that we probably don't want to see. Yeah, she's probably going to go down, or something's going to happen to him. Like even when he's talking to, remember when he was talking to the mob boss, the head Russian, the lady, and then you have to get the over imagery of her kneeing him in the crotch.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, you could just watch, like kneeing in there. All right, no, we're going to focus on that for like a good minute, minute or two, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Was that really an important thing?
Like, what's that? Like, you already know what she's doing. Do we really need to see that too? Yes. Oh man, yeah. So I'm starting to think that this show's gonna. This season might not be as good. I don't know.
because it's one of those shows that started out so strong. You're like,
It can only go
like,
it can only go down.
Well, you kind of want it to last longer than that.
Well, no, it's gonna. Yeah, but no, it'll keep going.
No,
I just don't know if I'll continue down the road if we're gonna keep up with the over the top shit. Like,
yeah, is this gonna be like a constant thing for the entire hour every week?
Yeah, like do we have to have like
they're hour episodes too?
Yeah,
not,
and I like that.
We like that.
I'm a fan.
Because you actually get substance from it.
Not all the time.
Well, no, but I mean, like,
yeah.
You get.
Like I said, I am
a lot of screen time for.
I'm in this show. I am in this show when we've got the plot going, when we've got the story going, when we're watching the actors act, not just do stupid shit. And I'm like, all right, because the show wants to take a serious tone, but then go into like this like S&M X-rated shit. And you're like, okay, I guess this is what the youth wants to see sometimes. And I'm like, all right, like the over the top violent shit, porno crap that goes on in shows now instead of, having it separate and having a little class.
So they have websites for that? Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, look, I don't mind derogatory. I don't mind it when you get a little derogatory here and there, but I like it done with a little style and class. Yeah. And so far this season,
where it doesn't take you out of the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't take you out of the moment. You're still in the moment. You might be like, oh fuck, they're going a little edgy. They're going a little off the rails here, but all right. So far, we've gone a little too well off the track with certain things. And you got 3 episodes, and in each episode, there was a little bit extra in each episode. But
where I'm just like,
yeah, like, hey, I'm intrigued, and I'm also like a little apprehensive to see what happens when we release this character. Probably in the next episode, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, I think that was just the beginning. This one, and then.
I would think by the end. I think by the end of episode 4, he's released, and then maybe we get to like
to see all that.
We get to see all the extra
backstory and all that stuff. So.
Definitely, and then Starlight and Homelander. They're gonna that story is gonna get intriguing. I like her character. Her character. She's tortured. Yeah. Like we saw the pageant thing, and then like at the end where you see her doing her thing with the fist and everything. Yeah. And all that crap, trying to.
Not from the beginning. She's always been on.
Yeah, she's always been an effed up character.
Yeah.
She's always been an effed up character. But every time I say an effed up character, they're all pretty fucked up.
Oh, they all are. And they're all
Butcher's terrible. Holy shit, that guy.
I know, but I like his character.
Yeah, I know, but like what he said to the kid. Oh man.
That's.
I was like, no, because I wonder what they're gonna do with him. I wonder if that kid's going to play an important role.
I think at some point. Because I think his powers are going to get stronger.
Like I wonder. Like he already knows that Butcher's doing something. He's like, what's wrong with your blood?
Yeah. Why does it smell? And he has those senses.
And that's the thing. Yeah.
You
so
also like wonder what more are to his powers.
Yeah. Like, is he stronger than the father?
I think so.
He has to be. Usually the son is stronger than the father when it comes to that. Like, because he passed on the powers. Yeah. So I do wonder. I always do that. His character is going to get violent. I did that again.
Oh, absolutely. So I think they will keep building off that.
Yeah, I believe so.
And then once Homelander actually finds him, that'll all go.
That's gonna be interesting because I wonder if Homelander like somehow becomes not a hero, but you start to actually like his character at some point. Like you're like rooting for him.
I don't know.
Instead of like always wanting to root against him, because I mean he's been nothing but dark throughout every season. Like he's the villain, but does he end up being the villain? Does Soldier Boy end up becoming the main villain because he's so fucking crazy?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that he never came across Homelander. So what's going to happen when those two come across each other? I don't know. Do they team up?
We'll have to see, because Homelander's becoming more and more unstable. So
yeah, Homelander
not to lose.
Definitely. He is becoming a lot more unstable. Yeah. Hey, what's up, DPGG? I like the theme song from Top Gun Maverick, Highway to the Danger Zone. Yes. We already talked. For anybody that is showing up, because we've been going for about like almost an hour now, we did talk Top Gun spoilers already. That's why we're on The Boys season 3. That's why I was saying to people like, yo, get here on time. Get here on time. What are you people doing? So, I mean, I really, if you want, when the stream's over, go back, watch what we said about Top Gun. I even played the NES game on here on a video. You can go watch that if anybody remembers that. But right now we on The Boys, and then we're going to move on to Stranger Things and some randomness. And yeah, and then I'll probably wrap up the stream at one point because we do want to relax tonight.
I don't know. I'm so tired.
I mean, I get hyper now as the night goes on.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I get worse as the night goes on as Kelsey's just like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to sleep now.
I gotta say
And I'm like, you can't gotta sleep. What's wrong with you, woman?
And then hook me like shots.
Oh, yeah, let's take some. Let's go. Shots, baby.
That's what it usually does.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think? Anything else that you want to add for this one?
No, I mean,
I mean, there's only 3
let's
episodes.
see what happens.
There's only 3 episodes. Like I said, I'm not in. I'm in. I'm in on the show. Oops. I'm in on
Let's see what happens.
I'm in on it. It's just like, can we get it to a certain point where we're not every episode being so disgusting? What do you got? Homelander just keep evolving throughout the seasons, and he might actually destroy the White House like he did in the comics. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, this is, I guess I didn't know this is based off comic stuff, but
yeah, see, we don't know all that stuff.
I really want to see that in live action. So DPGG, how off the rails did this comic book get? So are they like, yeah, that is spoiler. I agree, Truth. We can kind of see that happening, but did the comics go like extremely off the rails? Sometimes, like when what was it? Oh, Invincible live action to me wouldn't work. But when you do it through the animation, that show is awesome because you can get down with the violence and this, that. Sometimes seeing all that kind of like crazy violence live action, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You're like, damn. So I'm assuming that potentially might be, okay. Wow. So the comics are way darker than the show.
Oh,
when it comes to all the sex stuff too?
Like that's why they go there? Or
Is that why they do go to some of these levels with like the guy jumping into a penis hole? Or did somebody think that one up? Because that was I swear when the guy was like, oh, I was like, no.
And like it kind of felt like you knew what was gonna happen. You're just like, oh.
I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, why is this happening? Why is this happening?
And they're like, no, they're not gonna show this.
No, yeah, you're not gonna show it. You're not gonna show him run into a pee hole. No, you're not. Yes, you are. I was like, they did it. They did it. They showed him going into the pee hole. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Yep, including the sex stuff. Okay. So this was a very interesting comic then, I must say, huh? All right. Sometimes I want
to read that.
Yeah. Get right on it. Lewis, what's going on? Hey, the regular Neil and Kelsey. Nice to see you both. I will say I fucking love Top Gun Maverick. Yes, we did too. Doctor Strange too, and I did like the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan. Oh, I'll talk a little Obi-Wan.
Watching it without me, so whatever.
It's 3 episodes in. I'm not disliking it, but I do have some opinions on it where I'm like, and then
whatever. and then
there's right, true spoiler. The DPGG is giving some spoilers right there. On Top Gun, like we said, anybody that has, like I said, if you haven't seen Top Gun, you got to go get on it. You got to get on it, man. That fucking movie is tits. It is where it's at. That movie did a hell of a job. Hell of a job, I must say. Oh my God. All right. So, anybody that is here, has anybody seen Stranger Things before I even talk about Stranger Things? And if there's some stuff you want to ask me about Top Gun, Ask me about Top Gun, because I can go back and talk about some Top Gun.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, we can definitely talk more about Top Gun. Like, Lewis, what were some of your favorite scenes? Truth, have you seen it? DPGG, have you seen Top Gun? Jose, have you? Who else we got up in this little chat room? Batman Beyond Gaming, if you're still around, have you seen Top Gun? Guys, tell me, what are some of your favorite scenes? Hell, what are some of your scenes that you enjoyed from The Boys so far? Let me know. What do you got here? Darth Vader is angry. He's feisty. Yeah. He is a bit feisty, I must say. Darth Vader is feisty. So wait a minute, banners. So as we're doing that, let me take that off. So we're still in spoiler territory, everybody. If nobody's
The glasses are on.
Yeah, so anytime the glasses are on, we know that's going on. So if nobody has anything that they want to tell me about what's it called with Top Gun right now, like I said, we're gonna move on to the third topic. And I'm gonna touch a little loosely on it because Kelsey doesn't watch the show. I'm sure I'll be talking at some point during the week with someone that does watch the show, so I can bounce some shit off them. My buddy Joey actually hit me up and says he wasn't a fan of the latest season of Stranger Things. And I'm like, really? I'm like, personally, I think this was their best season since season 1. And I'm like, that's interesting. All right, Joe, I can't wait to pick his brain and know why. Like, what were some of the things you didn't like? Like what took you out of it? That's what I'd like. No, I want to know. I like to hear.
Good for Joey.
Oh. Kelsey likes it when people don't agree with me, by the way. Yeah. Kelsey loves that. She's a fan.
Now I'm going to be here when he comes.
What?
Now I'm going to be here when he comes. I'll let your mom.
It's so fucked up.
I love it.
It's so fucked up.
No,
shit. That's
you disagree with you.
You can't disagree with me. No.
How could you do such thing?
So the latest Stranger Things season 4, I fucking loved it. I am a huge fan of season 4. It actually inspired me just to blow through and just rewatch to see certain things, the evolution of some of the characters. I think I scrolled past a couple things where like, oh, they kind of screwed this up or that up, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, some people have no lives and they sit there and they like dissect everything, and I'm like, oh my God, people. This, to me, like, I love me some sci-fi.
Kind of like you, rewatching it in like a day.
Yeah, well, no, hey, I have the sickness too. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. But where they're going with this now, this is the final season. Yeah, well, they split it up, so it's volume 1, volume 2, but volume 2 only has 2 episodes. But each episode of this newest.
You won't have to try to terrify me for too long.
No. Oh yeah, this season's pretty. This season's pretty terrifying. It's funny. I got a guy at work. I'm like, "Have you seen Stranger Things?" And he's like, "No." It's an older gentleman. I'm like, "He's a fellow nerd." I'm like, "That shocks me. I think you need to go check it out." And then all of a sudden, the next day, he's like, Stranger Things. I'm like, "Oh, so you liked it?" He starts telling me. I'm like, "Oh." Now I will say this fucking show does touch on the bad haircuts for these poor people, because the 80s had a lot of bad hairstyles, and they definitely accentuate that throughout this show, throughout the series. In every season you see some bad hairstyles, like they really, and I that's another reason I love it too. I grew up in the 80s, so like whenever you can hit certain notes from the 80s, especially sci-fi, you've got me. And this show does it well. And the evolution of the upside down and the characters, like you might not want to look at this one, Kelsey. This is Vecna. This is the latest villain. And the guy that plays Vecna. Now, I believe this is God damn you. This is the dude that played. Why? Why is
what are you doing?
The mouse is so fucking, it's so sensitive.
You gotta always blame the mouse.
Because it is the mouse. Fucking shit. Now, I think this is the dude that played It, if I'm correct. This guy, creepy as hell. This is number 1, I believe, right? Was it number 1? Yeah, number 1. and he was the original. And then this is like they do the way they do the flashbacks between him and 11. Holy shit, was that story good? And this is a dark season. I don't even know how else to say it. Then it's a dark season, and the villain that they chose for this one, he even has like this Professor X kind of thing where he goes and he can tap through people's thoughts and minds, and he plays off everybody's guilt. Now, everybody, I think all these little foot soldiers they keep sending down are from the Mind Flayer, from what I can gather. For anybody that does watch this show that knows what the hell I just said, they're probably like, what the hell's a Mind Flayer? Well, that was the Shadow Ghost. Now, we got some new characters. This particular character, this guy just reminds me of like a young Johnny Depp or something from like one of Johnny Depp's 80s movies, like the way he's all quirky. This character, he's a nice addition to it. Now, I don't think he's going to live. I think a lot of characters are going down. What I do like about this season is that you do have 3 separate stories going on at once, and they're all flowing to me. To me, they're all flowing. Like you've got Hopper in Russia along with the mother and the other guy. I can't remember all these names. I'm sorry, everybody. Then you've got, the one set of kids out in California. Then you have the other ones dealing with Vecna. So, and then it's all going to intertwine at one point where they all meet back into Hawkins, and then it just turns into like this, big throwdown, I'm sure. Obviously, I mean, I know, God damn it. I don't understand what's going on with that. Every time I click something, don't me.
Ugh.
Don't me. Get on here.
Okay. I never have a problem with it. I use it all the time.
So, like, here's what I was talking about with the relationship. When they're building this whole thing, and his character, I think his name was Eddie or whatever the fuck it was, but he's number 1. He's the first test subject. He's the most powerful, and these two have he finds a bond with 11 because they're very similar, and then he manipulates her throughout. She thinks she's it's like that, that double cross where she helps release him, but then he goes off the rails and he starts killing everybody. So this doesn't happen until like the last episode. So you figure out that he's the villain. He's the one he's the scary looking son bitch that got turned into that. And then you see his character, you see the formation of the character happen. And it was 11 that did it. And you're wondering if he's the final payoff or if there's something else. So, I mean, I don't know. This show's just hitting on levels for me for sci-fi that I'm just loving. And I'm hooked. Not gonna lie. I'm hooked on the Stranger Balls. Hooked on it. Huh? No. I'm not.
It's so engrossed
in it. What do you got, Truth? Top Gun was great. Fuck yes. That reunion with Maverick and Iceman. Whoa. Tear. See? Yeah.
I said that.
Yep. Yeah. That was that, dude. That scene. Ooh. I looked at Kelsey. I'm like, oh, Kels, look. Oh. I'm like, it's gonna make me cry.
He's gonna die.
Oh yeah, no. So many scenes in we got so many scenes in Top Gun Maverick that are my faves. I can't just pick one. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. You can't just pick one. The POV flying shots, those were some of my favorite. I think those were like when they were doing the training through the mountains to figure out how low they were gonna fly, and then when Maverick goes and does it to show them all how quick he can do it. Oh man, that fucking scene was insane. Man, Iceman and Maverick reunion was really good. Yes, it was.
So fast and you just lose consciousness.
Oh yeah.
I hate flying.
Oh yeah, and for you, yeah, but like the way they described the flying made you go. It made you get queasy because you're like,
I know. I'm like, how are they able to
I don't know if I could deal with it.
I'm like, I'm never flying again.
So Lewis, you don't have Netflix, so you've never seen Stranger Things. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Lewis. You're not missing anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. LOL, young Tony Stark is great. Yeah, he really reminds me of Downey from the 80s. The kid just reminds me of Robert Downey Jr. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He really does. I saw the commercial of Top Gun when was getting ready to go inside his plane. What? Also, he came back. Somebody came running. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what you mean there, hose. You gotta fix that. Vecna is stranger and worse version of he really is. He is a freaky ass version of Freddy Krueger, and I love that they had that actor playing the whatchamacallit, the guy that survived him, so to speak. But he didn't really survive him. He was just lucky that he was, not as powerful as a kid. But yeah, Stranger Things has been great so far. It's basically the best Nightmare on Elm Street sequel we've got. Yeah, that's a good point. And that's where it hits. See, like growing up, oh man, my sister loved all the slasher movies and all that, and I did not. And she used to torture me by like throwing me in the room and locking me in there with it on, which was not nice. But she did do it.
My siblings are so evil.
Yes. Oh, yes, they are. And then a lot of this was all prosthetic makeup too. Like I think they said it took like 7 hours or some shit, something to that effect. And like I like how they find the house. The house is where it's at. I love how they do the upside down in the show, like how it's like the flip version of the town right underneath. But the effects for this season, apparently they did. I think I heard it somewhere. What was over like 30 million an episode. For like the VFX and all that, and you can fucking see it, man. The VFX for this season are off the chain. There's the character there's Freddy Krueger himself, and he plays the victim that gouged his eyes out because of it, because he lost his family, and there he is, and there's a young Vecna right there. I've enjoyed it, and creepy as hell, like the way like it would be in the real world. How they elevate and then you see the eyes going and then they all start contorting into all that thing when he starts killing them. It's wild. And see, this is the thing, right? Here's a show that when I'm talking about like, gore, this, that, the other, this could be extremely gory if they wanted it to be. Okay. But they don't overdo the blood splats and all that like we're seeing on The Boys. And that's what I think. And you're fighting fucking monsters and weird shits and all this kind of stuff. And it's not being over the top. And that's something I like. Like here was a shot. Like I like the flashbacks for 11. It was cool the way they made her look young again. Apparently, I don't know if they made her shave her head again though. I wonder if they made her do that. That I'm not sure of. But watching the her rediscover her powers and how that's going, I really did like his character. I mean, he was really solid throughout. He was creepy. He was intriguing at times. You also didn't hate him at times. And then you started slowly like, oh, wait, is that him? Like, now this was from season 3. This was another version of the Mind Flare put into like a physical form. But like I said, did the Mind Flare ever go? I don't think so. Because that was like a shadow monster. And the shadow monster would always take control of people. So I'm not sure. I know we're gonna be sad though at the end of this season, at the end of the show, because we're probably gonna see a few characters bite the dust. I could see a few characters biting the dust this season. What do you got? The villain monologue / backstory reminded me of Dr. Manhattan for some reason. Huh. Okay. Well, the way he was transformed by like the lightning and everything, and how El put him back in, put him into the other dimension. And all that, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess that scene, but as a character itself, I don't know. I guess the transformation you're going with on that. Elaborate, please. But yeah, Kelsey can't really add to that, so I'm always like, oh, this wasn't a show that she watches. This wasn't a show that she likes.
No.
Let's see, is there anything? No, I would never make you watch this. Remember, I asked you. I never make you watch anything you don't want to watch.
Yeah, but you like to watch things I do want to watch.
Oh, wow. Here it goes. She's got to take those shots. She's got to take those shots. Shot.
She loves to do that.
No, not necessarily. 11's story almost has mutants like experience from X-Men. Well, look, man. I mean, this show, yeah, like, you know, you have the professor. I mean, you had the Professor X moment. You know what I mean? Where you actually saw Vecna's powers when he was going through, like when he would connect, and then he was going through everybody's thoughts and this and that. I mean, that is creepy as hell. Creepy as hell. I also was enjoying when they were in the Creel house and like they're in there and he's there too, and he's walking around and they're finding it, and then they find out how to like distort the light, and you're seeing like the distortions of the light when they're talking to the kids, you know, with the light, with the what did they call that thing where you would make the lights? That wasn't was that a light bright? That was light bright, right? Yeah, they're using the light bright to do it. I was like, oh, this shit's fucking awesome. Yeah. Okay. So all right. So it was a light bright. I wasn't sure. I liked when he was getting ready to go inside his plane. Also, when he came back, somebody came running out. Oh, okay. So from Top Gun, so you're talking about the end, Jose, when he's standing there and then he gets shot up into the deck and everything. Yeah, that's a cool ass shot. They did that in the first one, but not like that. It wasn't done like that. Like there was more dialogue in the newest movie. What do you got? I think it was the what is it? The cadence in his voice. Okay. All right. So that's what you're talking about. And the background music was the same as Watchmen. Oh shit, was it? Huh. I have to look that up. Check that out. I mean, look, man. I can't wait for Volume 2 to come out. I'm almost through Season 3. And then I'll get back into Season 4 so I can rewatch to see if I missed anything.
So many things to watch.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse you nothing.
She's making fun of me again. What? What?
Session.
What? What?
Session.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's what that is.
No.
Yes.
No. Crazy.
Then you would, and if you really wanted to
What?
enjoy it, you would have sped through it in a day.
Hey, I couldn't help it. I was really loving it.
It doesn't matter. You watch it like you were watching TV.
No.
And then you'd be able to enjoy it for a long
No.
time. And then guess what? The rest of it would be coming out. And you'd be like, oh, I just finished because I did it in 1 week. And I actually enjoyed myself.
See, I'm not going to argue with her because
But
she's
like-
only making her point, you know.
No, but none of you, anybody that does that does not enjoy a show because you're not taking the time to enjoy it.
But I
You're
was.
just like, I need to finish it, I need to finish it, I need to finish it. Again. No, that's stupid.
Wait till she wants to watch something and she keeps watching. I'm going to get her.
I never
I'm
do that.
going to get her.
I never do that. And I don't like to do that.
Well, that's you.
I like network TV, so I like
Right.
watching
Well,
it.
we differ. That's where we differ. What do you got there, DPGG? I do enjoy it. Don't tell me I don't enjoy it. From now on, gonna start calling 11 a mutant. That's just me. Well, she is. Technically, she is a mutant. She has telekinesis. Yeah, telekinesis. And who knows what else? 11 has up her sleeve, because that's gonna probably be an epic battle. That's gonna be an epic ass battle. You think Enzo is gonna have a bigger role in part 2? See, now I have to go and make sure I know who Enzo is. Like, why do I not know? See, I don't remember all the people's names. It drives me fucking nuts. Major Things, Season 4. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me just remember who he is for a second. Oh. Okay, Enzo. All right, there we go. You know, I'm so glad that you just brought that character up, because I was like, wait, Enzo. Oh, God, the prison guard. So that's another thing I loved. I love the that aspect. I like that storyline that's going on. I think that's a fun storyline to continue. You know, like I like how everybody has their own. Every group has their own thing going on and every mission going on right now. Enzo, I would think he's going to have a bigger role. I think he had a decent sized role to begin with for it being a side character that you've never seen before. I like that. That's the guy, the man with no face, from Game of Thrones. Does the girl not want to have a face? Do you have a face? Do you not have a face? That guy, I kept like, when I looked at him, I'm like, wait, why does this guy look familiar? Why does he sound so familiar? Then I'm like, son of a bitch. Game of Thrones. It was the Game of Thrones League of Assassins. The people with no face, the no face people. He might. We'll see. I don't know if he will, but I'm gonna bank on the fact that he might. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We shall see. All right. So as we're in there, as we've gone over all that kind of stuff, now we'll click it into random. Okay, we'll be in some random time right now, so we can go back and talk about whatever. I will say, Kelsey wanted to kick my ass because I did watch a movie that she did not want me to see because I wanted to see what it was, and it sucked. It wasn't good. I'm glad she did not watch it. Her brother was trying to get her to watch it, and she's a big fucking fan. I can't even say big. She's a ginormous fan of Chippendale. But when the Chippendale Rescue Ranger movie came out, she was like, no, and they bastardized it. They didn't do a good job. They were, like I always say, the template is always Roger Rabbit when it comes to putting like a cartoon into live action kind of thing. And
you should have watched it.
Yeah, no. And her brother's like, oh, you should give it a watch. Telling her to. Thank God she didn't. Thank God she didn't.
I told you from the first preview I wasn't going near that. How dare you?
She's like, ooh. But
I can't believe you did.
Yeah, I did it. I know. Terrible. Let me take off the glasses because I don't need to wear them anymore because we're not in spoiler territory. Let me change my little dude. Let me change my little guy. Got any random thoughts, Kels?
Random thoughts about what?
Anything. No?
I don't know.
No. Well, I mean, Obi-Wan. Okay? Obi-Wan was something that Star Wars fans have been clamoring for a while. I mean, when you say that, I guess, look, Star Wars was always that was a story told out of order that came out. The ending came out before the first 3 movies came out. Then we got all the prequels, we got all this shit, we got all that. You got so much Star Wars content that you don't even know what to do with it sometimes. The newer movies that came out, they were like whatever. Even the old stuff is good, but the old stuff doesn't hold up. You know what I mean? Going back and watching it, looking at the effects, this and that, it really doesn't hold up the same way. So the one thing that you have been getting now is you're getting live action series. They always gave you the animated stuff. The animated stuff is good, whether it be Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch. Now we're starting to get a lot of live action. So you got the Mandalorian. I remember when Kelsey and I first put on the Mandalorian, we're watching it. We watched the first 3 episodes. We're like, it's okay.
It was slow moving.
Yeah, we're like, it was slow moving. Then it picked up and it got better. And I think you accept it, I guess, because you'll look at Kelsey and I. Look, I have a love for so many different genres of entertainment. You can put me in the more of I'm a fan of Star Wars, but I'm more of the casual kind of fan. I always say, like, I have the box right back there, the arcade. Always had all the toys, this and that. Kelsey and I are going to Disney in September. And the one thing I can't wait to go do is build a lightsaber because I'm going to build a lightsaber. And, Star Wars is a cool little universe. But, so you had The Mandalorian came out and you had, like, they're building those side stories that you haven't seen, which is cool. Did anybody really know the character of The Mandalorian? I mean, he's obviously like a whatever throwaway character, I would say, but you're putting him into a role. I mean, maybe that's my guess. I don't know. I know Star Wars fans are fucking extremely crazy and get upset if you don't get certain things right. But, you don't have free reign either. You do have to hit certain things because you're working for a giant company, but you're getting this content. Here's the thing, though. Is it all good? No. Book of Boba Fett? Not really. That show was flat. I found that show to be real fucking flat. It was not good. But it had certain plot points in it where you got, and that's the thing. It's like they're putting some of these shows out to get certain points in, And now you're at the Obi-Wan story, and you're like, oh, this is going to be really, really good. I don't think it's really, really good. I think it's okay. I think Obi-Wan's okay. And this is just from the casual person, okay? I don't know if, I'm sure there's certain little Easter eggs that are popping in there. Where people are like, oh my God, I can't believe that person's in there. Holy shit. And they're losing their fucking mind like, oh, that's the little creature from the book whatever. I found episode 3, which was kind of like, it should have been a pretty monumental episode. You see Darth Vader. Obviously, Darth Vader's in this. There's no fucking secret to that. You have little young Leia that's in it, and they're using that plot point. I don't think she's that good of an actress, whoever they chose. I find it to be very network TV kind of acting. You know how you get like the network TV actors and they don't fit? Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like the character I didn't like in Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's flat. Yeah. The acting's flat. And you're like,
doesn't hit.
No. So she's a main point of it right now, and you're like, all right, And the action, I find the action to be a little bit subpar, like slow moving. You remember that one season of Arrow? Like when Arrow started going off the rails, and I was like, there was that one season where I'm like, what's going on with the choreography? The fight choreography is like slow. It's like cheap looking. So far, the choreography for this show, when it comes to action sequence, really to me is not that great. They had a lightsaber fight, okay, between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. Now, I figured that was going to take place later because at the point where the story is now, Obi-Wan, he's been hiding. Like the Jedi are in hiding. They're not really around anymore. So I guess the Force is quote unquote not strong, whatever, so he can't use it. But during the fight, you're watching, he's getting his ass kicked. And it's like, it's got to be like the slowest looking lightsaber fight that I was like, wait a minute, why aren't they flipping and doing crazy stuff? Like the shit that you would see in the animated series and all that. You have the CGI to do it, but it was a very lackluster style fight. He's running away throughout it. He's kind of scared, but he has his lightsaber. Darth Vader is just kind of fucking with him. And you're like, so for me, as of right now, I'm sure the show's going to go to other places, but I also don't think it's a one-off. So if it's not a one-off, you're okay with the slow pace, in my mind. Now, if the show is not going to go past one season, not a good job. Not a good job in my mind, especially if this is something that fans have been waiting for like, holy crap, forever. You know what I mean? And you're delivering it like this. Now, I don't have a problem with the villains. It's not because the villain is Darth Vader. That's the main villain. The other side people, whatever. I think some people are they said something about the age of the one, I don't know, Imperial, I don't even know, the Inquisitors or what, I think that's what they're called. How, like, if she's been chasing Obi-Wan for so long, how is she so young? Unless she's like they said, unless she's one of the younglings from like one of the youngling Jedis, and then she got turned to the dark. I mean, I don't know. I don't try to know. I don't need to look up lore to like give two shits. But for me, as like the casual view, yeah, is it a bad show? No. Is it shot poorly? No. But is it delivering on aspects for something that people have been waiting for forever? Absolutely not. You are not delivering. And that's the thing, like we were talking about before, like when we were saying, like, Jesus Christ, where's all the fucking subscribers that should be here just watching? And then same time, like people were now like, oh my God, that was the best fucking episode ever. And this and that. You're like, how is it the best thing that you've ever seen? I sat through that episode and I was like, I'm like, wait, that was it? And you would think, like, how we were talking about how The Boys gives you an hour episode, right?
Yeah.
An hour plus. Stranger Things coming in season 4, everything is an hour plus. So it's like you're watching a movie, right? And you're allowing the episode to breathe. You know what I mean? You're allowed, like you said, you allow the characters to flesh out a little bit. And with a story like Obi-Wan, with this whole, you would think that these episodes would at least be 50 plus minutes. No, like I think the last one might have been like 40 something minutes, not even. And that's not enough in my mind to tell that story. You need to let, like, you're not letting scenes kind of flesh out in my mind. You're rushing through them too much. And you're now on, you're going to be going on to the 4th episode and you're still dealing with the Leia thing. So is she really like the main point for this whole show? Because you're going into episode 4 and it looks like she just got caught. So I don't know what they're doing. We'll find out. I'm sure there's someone be like, well, the reason that they're doing that is because of this. And then they're going to, it's like, oh my God, shut up. Just, tell me a story within the show that you're showing us and let it be good. I don't need to know what you read in a book or dude. My bad. That was random.
As always.
Yeah. I don't care what book you read. I don't care what novel of Star Wars you read, this and that. Everybody always remember they're not going to directly take from that. And the storytelling is always going to be different. And I also say, if you're not satisfied with what you're getting from the Star Wars live action series, you do have a rendition of a Star Wars movie coming out on Netflix. It's going to be called Rebel Moon with no chains on it. No chains, no shackles. And I'm sure you're going to be able to tell a better story. Because I'm sure the story of Star Wars is dark. There's probably a lot of good stuff in the books, in the novels, in the whatever. But I don't think you're going to ever get that full-on shit, especially with it being on Disney+. It's just the way it's going to be, people. So you have to appreciate that stuff for whatever they're giving you. I don't know. What do you got? That is an awesome, cool, real Ghostbusters shirt. Well, thank you, Jose. Thank you. Are you looking forward to Nope by Jordan Peele? Interesting that you asked that, DPGG. That is that trailer another trailer that every time we go to the fucking movies, we have to see. And I don't know. What that movie's gonna be, to be honest with you. That is not something I'm intrigued to go see. Is it something I would watch that came on streaming? Yeah. It reminds me of like those sci-fi movies that came out in like the mid 2000s. Like there was one with I forgot the one with Charlie Sheen. It wasn't, and they never showed the aliens in the previews, and it was just some kind of whacked out shit. Like I don't know what this whole invasion looking thing's supposed to be. These are like those sci-fi movies that in the preview, you're like, oh man, this looks pretty intriguing, this, that, the other. And then when you get to it, you're like, oh wow, the payoff, the preview was better than the payoff. So am I intrigued? Yeah. Am I looking forward? No, like we'll see what it is. Cause I don't know what the hell it's about, really, to be honest with you. Maybe if I get a little more backstory on it, we'll see. I love Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. I thought Stranger Things was a book, Stephen King. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure there, Jose. I can't wait for that. Yeah, for Rebel Moon. And that's what I said. Like, Rebel Moon, like, if you want unhinged Star Wars style action, it's going to be Rebel Moon. It's definitely, that's where you're going to get all that kind of stuff. Personally, that's what I think. But, we'll see. We shall see. What do you got? They actually reveal the UFO in the new spot. Right. All right. So, like, I know it's aliens. I know it's that. But, like, what's the premise of it going to be? Is it going to be one of those, like, where the aliens just kind of take over and then they're going to, cut it and end it in some kind of creepy, eerie way? Kind of reminds me of the movie Signs, I think it was, with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix, I believe. I don't remember when that was. I think that was in, like, the 90s or early 2000s. And it had that kind of feel, like a real slow moving sci-fi where some shit happens, but not much shit happens. So we'll see, dude. I don't know. I don't know when it comes to that. But like I said earlier, everybody get ready for at least 3 episodes of the Irregular Toy Show season 2 to to be recorded soon and come out within the next like month or so.
Going back into toy rehab.
I got to go back into toy rehab apparently.
Problems, big problems going on over here.
Big problems in the city.
We don't find this.
Oh, what? My chair? My chair of toys right there? Chair of new toys?
Or I open the door and there's more stuff sitting in the door.
No. I'm waiting for my Ghostbusters lamp. I thought that was gonna come.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's sad. My Ghostbusters lamp didn't come.
It's supposed to come on Friday.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Another thing, see? This guy, I'm telling you.
What?
You don't understand.
What?
What?
There's what, like 13 toys there? 14?
Too
I
many.
think there's like 14. I think we have like 14 new toys.
He doesn't have a problem.
No,
I
I don't.
That's not a problem.
Got another Ghostbuster suit coming in.
Like, where? Where is it going?
Can go anywhere.
Could go anywhere. He's
Yeah.
just gonna replace me. He's just gonna be like, I'm sorry.
Just start
I have
hanging.
no toys
I'm gonna be
here.
like, Kelsey, you can't fit. I have to hang you on the wall.
Yeah. I have to put toys here, so you have to leave.
Oh, what do you got? We got the Black Adam trailer finally dropping next week. Yeah, like why is that? Well, they pushed it back, but about damn time. There's another movie. My God, like we've waited so long for that. So that trailer better hit. You know what I mean? They better give a good trailer and not give too much away either. Please don't give too much away, but give us a trailer that intrigues. Not just The Rock flexing the whole time. What do we got? Jordan Peele has to do something different with the movie. It just can't be a traditional alien movie. It has to have a crazy twist. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I'm hoping that it does. I mean, Jordan Peele's now gone into it. I never saw the other one he did. I forgot the name of it. I still have to watch A Quiet Place 2. I haven't seen that yet. I mean, shit, I'm behind on certain things. It's funny. I watched Top Gun today, the first one, and then I put on because I never watched it, and thank God I never rented it or bought it because I was a big fan of Bill and Ted's growing up. You know, they were never blockbuster movies or anything, but you know, like the first one I loved, and the second one was, you know, a little out there, but it was okay. Had some funny moments. The Bill and Ted Face the Music was fucking awful, Kelsey. Oh my God, it was so bad. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know why movies get made. I don't know why certain movies get made. Like like some of the effects in it, I'm like, wow, damn, Kels, I think you could do that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you could do that. They had like certain things where they were like, they were morphing out to certain places. I'm like, oh my God, that would be so cool for our regular universe. Really would be. Really would be. What do you got? Henry Cavill. Oh my God. Truth. And is Henry Cavill? I'm just curious. No, will you guys stop with that? Finally, I want to see more of Dr. Fate. Yeah, like I wonder if we're gonna see. I want to see more of the Justice Society. I do. I want to see like a quick fight sequences here and there. Let's get a couple quick fight sequences to see what happens. That would be fucking awesome. So hopefully we do get that because that would be banging. That would be. It would make me go. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! On other news, in the random realm of my brain,
we don't want to go there.
Ghostbusters Day, everybody. Ghostbusters Day is happening Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday or Thursday? It's Wednesday or Thursday. I have to look it up. I think it's June 8th. I could be wrong. Hopefully, it's not the day that my mother comes. Please no.
I believe that is the day.
Fuck. I'm hoping for like a sequel announcement. Well, we know they're going to make a sequel, but like maybe a title or where they're headed with it. I'm also hoping for an update on the HasLabs Spangler Proton Pack to when it's coming. Because I'm foaming at the mouth to when I get mine and I walk to my door and I see that big ass box just sitting there going for Neil. And
collapsed on the ground when I get
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. There's a good chance I just fall over. It'll kind of be like this.
Smoking weed in the stockroom on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Right under our noses, how awful.
And on Mondays and Thursdays, I just drink. And on Saturdays, I go to the Cinnabon and go nuts. It's so good.
How is that what's gonna happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to hit it.
Okay.
Come on. Why wouldn't you want, and oh my God, you know what I saw?
He'll just be like waiting here. He'll just be like, you gotta come home. You gotta come home. You gotta come home right now. Right now.
I'll be like, get the camera. Get the camera now.
And
Oh.
open the door. He'll be like, come here.
And we're going to start.
Switch me on.
Switch me on. I told Kelsey, you got to get ready for that. Switch me on.
So bad.
I can't wait for those moments. But the fact that they're doing a double feature, I think it's in like Texas. I'm like, why can't they do that around here? They never do any of that shit around here in Jersey. Like, I want to do the double feature and see it in the theater of fucking the first Ghostbusters and Afterlife. Come on. Oh, I would go in my suit. I don't think I'd bring the Proton back, but I do have the Vankman hoodie.
Yeah.
That I would probably wear that
You
too.
wore that to
I did wear that to the movie, remember? When my cousin was embarrassing me with the people that were walking by, they're like, look, that's the irregular Neil.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
ghost spot. I was like, oh God, please don't. No, don't tell random strangers that in the theater. Don't do that. What are you doing? Oh man.
He was trying to market you.
Yeah, he was marketing. All right. Yeah. So Ghost. I'm still waiting for a new Ghostbusters animated series. I'm waiting for a lot. I want that announcement about that. I don't expect much else from that though. I don't know in lines of like what else they can really announce on Ghostbusters Day, except for maybe a new toy line.
Yeah. No. You can't.
There's a lot of different ectos coming out too.
Cannot.
Why? Why?
Where you
Come
gonna
on, I don't know. Well, no, I really have to shop for the glass case. I know. It's a must. I have to. If I don't, I'm gonna get.
That's why we have to.
If I don't, I'm gonna get. Jose, don't get all. Look, Jose, I'm not a scooper station, scooper pooper, but is he gonna be in it? Who the fuck cares? Who cares if Henry Cavill's gonna be in Black Adam? If he is, it's still not gonna be the fucking version of Superman that anybody wants. So, with that, okay, what do you got? Stephen King apparently isn't going to be part of Welcome to Derry on HBO Max. What the hell is that? Derry? Welcome to Derry? I don't know. Oh, that has obviously something to do with it, with that red balloon. So never mind. I understand. What's with CW Gotham Knights stealing the same name from the game? Why even make a show anyway? It's going to be hard. Oh, no, it's going to be hot garbage. I can't believe that if CW canceled a lot of their DC shows, which is fine because they went off the rails with all that crap. I don't know why you would do a Gotham Knights. And yeah, they took it right off the video game. And how are you going to do that show? How? Like, honestly, the costumes on the boys in season 3 are a little like, for some of the characters, you're like, oh God. Like the guy, like the newest character, the Starlight, like old boyfriend, he looks like a race car driver. Like, it looks like a race car driver outfit. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, no, I wouldn't even waste your time with that show. And then, oh my God, Titans, I'm not watching the newest season of that when it comes out. Kelsey already yelled at. She's like, if you watch that fucking show, I'm gonna kill you.
Because you get so worked up about it.
CW DC shows are getting boring. I don't even think they're not good anymore. CW was at the peak when you had like Smallville, even though that's kind of tough to go back and watch at times. Supernatural was the shit. I love Supernatural. Arrow, the first few seasons, and then you can sprinkle in a couple other seasons later on that were decent. Other than that, they really didn't have anything good. Legends of Tomorrow was no. Supergirl was sucked. The Flash was good. We liked The Flash like through the first couple, and then it started getting off the rails with some of the characters. They're like, why is everybody always crying? That was everybody was always crying or whining on those shows. And you're like, oh my God, with the melodrama, stop. And that's where a lot of those shows started. Oh my God, I know you mean no disrespect, Jose. Don't be so sensitive. Don't be so sensitive, Jose. Don't be sensitive. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's much else I need to add in my random life of
Your random life.
Yeah, like here we go.
Never mind, there's always something more.
Here we go. I'm sorry, everybody. What we're gonna be doing. We're gonna continue our 80s/90s podcast live stream series. And then also what we're gonna go see this week is a certain movie that I must see. And it is Bob's Burgers. Let's see. So and then what we're gonna do is maybe we want to do a live. Once I see Bob's Burgers, the movie, we're gonna do a live Feels in Love to Bob's Burgers, and we're gonna review the movie, and then we're gonna do a live Feels in Love. So it's gonna be like a mixed batch, because I've done a Feels in Love recorded version of it, but I never actually did a live stream on it, and I want to do a live stream. And I think a live stream would be a good idea. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull up that preview. And it should be in the movies next week, right? No, but it'll still be in there next week, I'm sure. I don't know. Like with cartoon movies, I don't know how quick they take stuff out. Yeah, no, we have to see it. Yeah, we have to see it this week. I think we should see it this week. Just pick a day and just go. Yeah, and yeah, when we have time. If we have time, we do it. If we don't have time, we don't do it. You know what I mean? That's what we gotta do. So let's play that.
Are you hungry for something good? Something juicy. How you doing? Something beefy.
Ta-da! Fresh hot burgers, sexy burgers.
Glenn.
Wow, it's summer and sex sells, baby.
Big things are coming for summer, Tina.
Take out those bulky jeans. Be more aerodynamic.
Oh, you're doing it already. Great. Things like that. You guys get sometimes. Bigger.
Stable, calming.
Come see.
Oh, this show is so fantastic.
How about what?
Just like that.
𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞.
Like this? I think we got it. That last one was good.
Okay.
We're gonna have so many dream sequences and shit.
I'm the marketing department. I took Jean's burger suit, let out the crotch a little bit, and bam.
A burger with a bikini on it?
Yeah. I get it. No questions from this guy.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I absolutely love Bob's Burgers. So the fact that they finally got a movie out and they did it, that's got, I think, 12 or 13. I don't know if they're in the 13th season. I know we've got 12 on Hulu that I love to go and rewatch. There's never a time when you can't throw on Bob's Burgers and I won't laugh. And I got Kelsey into it. Because you Kelsey, like when we first started dating and everything, and like she would slowly like start looking at these, and then you start growing with the characters, because it's a sitcom. It's an animated sitcom.
And now it just makes fun.
And there are so many points in times where I'm like, Kelsey, you are Linda Belcher at times. She's like, no. I'm like, yeah. And then I'll bob her at times and be like,
You guys all the time, I want to freaking kill him.
Oh my god. Oh my
Well,
god.
why? Because
Oh
why
my
would I
God.
talk to all the wildlife? It's not
Oh,
nice.
when you talk to the wildlife? Oh my god.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, dang, that trailer got me hungry. Yo, Bob's Burgers can get you hungry. I have the burger of the day board, and Kelsey yells at me because I still have what? I've only created one burger. I've created one burger. So what?
I'm taking the board away. You do not deserve it.
You can't take the board away. How do you? That she's gonna take what she got me away. You know what that? You know what? That is just. Who does that?
It's so rude that you have not made another burger. You have one burger. Like,
no.
That's all you sell?
No.
Did I do that? You sell one burger?
Here I do at home.
Yeah, well.
Home. I don't have a grill.
I've been here all the time.
That's
Doesn't offer anything on the menu.
That's that bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. That's that bullshit. Oh man. Oh wow. I know that show. That show is interesting. I need an Amazing World of Gumball. They can make a Teen Titans Go movie, but not Gumball. Yeah. Well, no, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't. Oh my god. You know, it's funny that he brings a show like that up. Remember that preview that played last night? It was like the Kung Fu Dog. I'm like, what is this? A poor man's Kung Fu Panda? Like they were trying to do the same thing. I'm like, you can't touch Kung Fu Panda. Do not.
Like, what is this?
Yeah, I was like, this is crap. I'm like, even the animation. I'm like, what is this caca? I'm like, because that's what it's reminding me of. I was like, that no, I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. Oh man. But you know, as we wind down here, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna keep thinking of things, and then that's gonna be bad, and then I'm gonna keep going. And then we don't want me to do that because I do have to unwind my mind. Because if I don't unwind this,
I mean, I'll just leave him here talking.
This psychotic mind, I'll still be going. Sadly enough, she'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "I don't know." You know, I'll have to
go to work.
I'll have to do a spin move.
Oh, hello, Dwight.
Spin move. So yes. So what we're gonna do, everybody, we're gonna wrap it up tonight. Thank you for all that showed up. All right. And to anybody that goes back and watches it, go back and watch it because at the beginning of this, we did a Top Gun spoiler review. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, just go back and watch the beginning of this live stream and you can enjoy that. You can hear me talk some shit because I love talking some shit. I love talking some shit. And pretty soon, I think Kelsey and I are going to do a live stream where we just kind of like make fun of YouTube a little bit just because I want to. Like, if everybody wants some hot takes, I can give some good hot takes. Believe me, I can. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being here, listening to my crazy ass, listening to Miss Hope Productions down there, and remember, don't forget to go hit that like. Go hit that subscribe. Go tell your friends, your family, your dog, your neighbors, whoever the fuck you want. The animals on the ground, the ants, the bugs, the flies. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know. Just to go hit that like and subscribe and become a part of the Irregular Nation because why wouldn't you want to come take a ride on the irregular side with this guy and Hope Productions? I mean, come on, everybody. So what I'll do is I'm going to leave you. What do we want to leave him with tonight? What do you think, Kels? What do I have on here? Let's see. Do we have anything good? Well, everybody, there's always an important message, especially from, my favorite Ghostbuster of all time. And he's about to let you know what that is. And it's a certain message. So everybody have a good night. I'll see you when I see you again. I'm not sure when we're going to live stream again, but it will be soon. But always keep your notifications on because I release a lot of content, not just live streams. All right. So I'll see y'all later.
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams.
Why?
It would be bad.